Morn, would your ritual have prevented my failure?
Now you seek the counsel of a hive-tainted witch.
Do you revel in your foresight? Do you delight in witnessing my shame?
I offered you my support. That offer remains. Know that this failure does not define you, Kaido.
You will address me as Empress.
You are not a crown. You do this for yourself, not for the Cabal.
I am the Cabal.
No, you are a woman with a burden, as I was.
There can be no such distinction. Torobatl lies in ashes. From my ranks rise traitors and spies. My incompetence threatens the future of my people. There is no quarter for failure.
You speak Gaul's words. They erode the truth. What is your nightmare? An expectation you must shed like dead skin. What will remain when you do so?
I do not know.
Then you must look past your shame and say, I am more.
Very well. Prepare your ritual.
It awaits. Kaido will arrive shortly.
Drop pod breach successful. The ship has turned rancid. The Leviathan's transformation is a spreading miasma. When we stop here. Take the engines, Guardian. I ascend another path, but I will see this through with you.
Come to challenge me again. The beaten always do. Lifted the Cabal from Calus's stagnation. Now your Myth-Keepers list the world's lost, not added. They speak of what once was, and no longer of what could be. Is this the new Cabal you've envisioned?
We've both human scribes conjuring purpose for us. Futures that never came to pass. Theirs is the buzzing of insects caught in turbulent winds. When the wind shifts, so will they.
Plant your amplifier and do not linger in the spores longer than you must.
So much more. Still, you deny me. Good. Every bond you sever, every piece of my fleshy hull you storm, paints a worthier tale, crowned by the triumph of my expansion. In truth, this is what I always desired, my good friend. A display of my enormity, immortalized by those who resist it. Individuals are defined by what we are not, after all. Unfortunately, this duality we are partners in is short-lived. Soon, I will grow beyond such small ideas as conflict. Until then, I will savor our time together.
The interference has returned, more complex than before. Something language adjacent, but familiar. A translation of a translation.
Your edge alignment was poor.
Guardian,
Kaitor, dispatch this light spawn and send its head back to the city.
silence! You are a weak imitation of the Gaul I knew.
I am limited only by your weak imagination.
I will find you at the end.
You stand with the Traveler's puppet against me? You have grown fat from weakness, drunk on their patronage.
You demanded I rule in your shadow. With the Vanguard, I stand equal. The Cabal stand equal.
The Cabal will die alongside them, a desperate ember fading against the dark.
Just because you can't imagine a future beyond yourself, Dominus, doesn't mean there isn't one.
The interference is a voice. I've heard it whispered through the tree of silver wings on Io and beneath the ice of Europa. But it does not speak to us. This connection must be severed. fan turbines offline. The final severance awaits. With Kaido bound to the crown. Together, we cannot fail.
They are using the Cabal. Using you. The Empire is cattle flesh between the city and their enemies. They will let every last one of us die to save themselves.
They have proven otherwise. I do not fear our enemies. The light is at our back, and we are the Cabal. We eat the mountains. We drink the seas. Let them come. Get on with it.
You were never able to best me, Keitel. That's why I left you to hold my throne.
I was fighting with weapons you gave me. Now, I wield my own.
Dreadful blade manifests from the Harvester. Dreadful blade manifests from the Harvester.
Crush him with your light, as the Traveler did!
child playing, Empress. You lack my drive and your father's vision.
The old ways are dead, Dominus. I forged a new cabal in my image. It does not require your approval.
I see you, Keitel. I see your new cabal pulled from the jaws of extinction. You have surpassed me. I attempted to subdue the light and burn for it. But you wield it on your war council. What conquest is more deserving?
You still don't understand. It wasn't conquest. It was compromise. An act your traditions never would have allowed.
You have finally grown beyond the prescriptions.
Eris told me what happened. How are you?
Tired and old.
But do you feel like a legend, Keitel?
I will break you in half, small man.
I can't imagine it was easy. That confrontation after all this time. Mine wasn't.
You are not mistaken. I know what Gaul is to your people. A symbol of death and ruthless ambition. But he was so much more than that to me. He was an idol. An inspiration to all Cabal. Even though he was born to a low station, he rose. How he rose. I was blinded by the light of his accomplishments. Unable to see the man inside. Unable to see his self-aggrandizing corruption. I refused to believe he was as much like my father as he was. It repulses me how much I still feel for them both. In spite of everything they became.
It's hard to challenge your idols. Even harder to make the decision that you'll be different. But then you look back on your life, your own mistakes, and you wonder how you'll be judged when all is said and done. I'll never know Gaul as you did. But I know you, Keitel. I see you.
That is all anyone can ask for. To be seen as they are.